You would never have expected it from someone like Carol. 59 years old, a retired school librarian, living a quiet life in her Pennsylvania kitchen. She made tea, read the paper, and walked her dog. She didn't have high blood pressure. She didn't smoke. She never missed a doctor's visit, but on a Tuesday morning last fall, Carol dropped her mug. She clutched her head, staggered, and then collapsed on the cold tile floor. By the time her husband ran downstairs, she was unconscious. She never made it to the hospital alive. What took Carol's life was a silent killer she didn't even know was growing inside her, a brain aneurysm. A tiny, balloon-like bulge in a blood vessel deep inside her brain that finally burst without any warning. Doctors later called it a subarachnoid hemorrhage, one of the deadliest forms of stroke. There was no chest pain, no slow build-up of symptoms. Just a sudden, brutal rupture. It doesn't matter if you feel healthy. It doesn't matter if you eat clean. Millions of people right now are walking around with an unruptured brain aneurysm and have no idea. Hello and welcome back to Senior Forward Health. I'm Dr. Miles. The story of Carol is a tragedy, and it's one that happens far too often. My goal today is to arm you with the knowledge to understand this silent threat and, most importantly, to learn the practical, science-backed steps you can take to prevent a stroke caused by an aneurysm before it's too late. First, let's quickly clarify what a stroke is. A stroke happens when the blood supply to part of your brain is cut off. This can happen in two main ways. An ischemic stroke is like a plumbing blockage. A clot gets stuck in an artery. But what happened to Carol was the second type, a hemorrhagic stroke. This is when a blood vessel in the brain actually bursts, causing bleeding into the brain tissue. One of the most dangerous causes of a hemorrhagic stroke is a ruptured brain aneurysm. I want you to imagine a weak spot on the inner tube of a bicycle tire that starts to bulge out. That bulge is the aneurysm. It's a thinned, fragile pocket ballooning out from the artery wall in your brain. Over time, the constant pressure of your blood flowing through it can cause it to rupture like an overinflated balloon. When it bursts, blood spills into the space surrounding the brain. This is a catastrophic event. Statistics show that a ruptured brain aneurysm is fatal in about 50% of cases, and of those who survive, about 2/3 suffer some permanent brain damage. Now, the question on everyone's mind is, could I have one and not know it? The alarming answer is yes. It's estimated that as many as 1 in 50 people in the United States may have an unruptured brain aneurysm. That's over 6 million individuals. Most of these will never cause a problem, but the risk is always there, and it's higher for women than for men, especially after the age of 50. So, how do we fight an enemy we can't see? We start by building a powerful defense. The American Heart and Stroke Associations provide a clear roadmap, and it begins with understanding your personal risk. First, know your enemy by understanding your risk. Some people ask if they should be screened for an aneurysm with a CT scan or MRI. For the vast majority of people, the answer is no. Routine screening is generally only recommended for individuals at very high risk. This includes those with 2 or more first-degree relatives, parents, siblings, or children, who have had a brain aneurysm, or those with certain genetic conditions. For everyone else, our best defense isn't screening, it's prevention. Talk to your doctor. Ask them, I want to understand my stroke risk. What can we do to lower it? Second, build your defenses with a healthy lifestyle. This is your foundation. Think of your blood vessels as the plumbing system of your brain. You want to keep those pipes clean and strong. This starts with healthy eating. A diet rich in fresh fruits, vegetables, and fiber helps keep your arteries flexible and clear of plaque. Next is regular physical activity. The goal is at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity exercise per week. That's just 30 minutes, 5 days a week. A brisk walk, a bike ride, anything that gets your heart rate up. Exercise strengthens your entire cardiovascular system. It's also crucial to maintain a healthy weight. Obesity puts extra strain on your heart and blood vessels, and I cannot say this forcefully enough. Do not smoke. Smoking is one of the most significant risk factors for both the formation and rupture of aneurysms. It directly damages your blood vessel walls, making them weaker and more prone to bulging. Third, and most importantly, manage the pressure. This is the single most critical step in preventing an aneurysm from rupturing. You must control your chronic conditions. High blood pressure is the arch nemesis of a brain aneurysm. The constant, elevated force of blood pushing against the artery walls is what can cause a weak spot to bulge and eventually burst. Get your blood pressure checked regularly, and if it's high, work with your doctor to manage it with lifestyle changes and medication. Take your medication exactly as prescribed. Do not stop just because you feel better. The same goes for other conditions like diabetes, high cholesterol, and even gout. All of these can contribute to the weakening of your blood vessels over time. Consistent management isn't just about controlling a number on a chart, it's about reducing the physical stress on every artery in your body, including those in your brain. While most unruptured aneurysms have no symptoms, if one does rupture, the primary sign is unmistakable: a sudden, excruciating headache, often described as the worst headache of your life. It can be accompanied by blurred vision, a dilated pupil in one eye, or sudden weakness. If this happens, it is a medical emergency of the highest order. You must call 911 immediately. Carol A.'s story is a heartbreaking reminder that a stroke from a brain aneurysm can strike without warning. But it is not a death sentence waiting to happen. It is a condition that we can fight. We fight it by taking control of our health, by managing our blood pressure, by moving our bodies, and by making conscious, healthy choices every single day. If this video helped you understand how to protect your brain, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone you love. This knowledge could truly save a life. And now, I want to hear from you. What is one small thing you will do this week to take care of your brain and lower your stroke risk? Share your commitment in the comments below. Don't wait. Your journey to a healthier brain starts today. I'll see you in the next video. Stay healthy and stay informed.